IEF starting up north.
Yeah, their opponents, FBB starting down south, taking a quick look at their tank selection. Quite opposing tank selections. FBB actually opting for 4 heavy tanks, 2 light T1s, and of course that 1 piece of artillery, whereas the IAF team going for pretty much an all light tank setup. They do have 1 AMX-13, 3 WZ-132s, 1 Loran 155, and of course those last 2 T1s. So, quite opposing strategies, I would say. Definitely IF having a much more mobile team, whereas the FBB team I think they just kind of want to sit back and wait for IF to make the first move.
And FBB actually moving towards the railroad as we speak. So just probably taking cover behind those wagons, and already like the WZ-132s just moving around the field area.
Yeah. So the FBB team now, pushing towards that railway area. They want to secure the eastern part of the map, whereas
well, that's the only place where you can actually take decent cover, so to speak. So they're sending all their heavy tanks down there, especially the MX-50s.
Yep, and this piece of artillery now heading to that eastern corner. And the IF team, it looked like they were trying to go for a western road push. So, these teams actually kind of be mirroring each other right now, whereas, a lot of times we see both teams either, guarding the railway or guarding the western road.
Yep. And interestingly enough, the IAF team deciding to go with that Bat Chatillon 155. It's a tier 8 SPG pretty much, so it's like a level up from the Lorraine. It's still the same French tank pretty much, but yes, with extra firepower obviously.
Yeah, and actually early on this T1 did get taken out on the FBB team. Actually another T1 getting taken out.
Well, they're really using their superior light tanks to advantage here. The WZ-132 obviously more than a match for this T1.
Yeah, so, but if this does come to a straight out brawl and a straight out firefight, then I would have to give the advantage to FBB because they just straight up have the heavier tanks.
Oh, they do, but right now they're committing all their heavy tanks to the east pretty much. You know what, like right now FBB2, well,
it could be kind of dangerous actually.
It is dangerous. If IF decides to send their tanks, and they are, to the west, basically the base is going to be pretty much wide open. And also that piece of artillery as well, the Bat Chatillon tier 8 is going to be also vulnerable to the east.
So the IF team now knows that the FBB team aren't guarding that western railway road. Yeah,
at all.
So they're actually just pushing up towards that right now.
Okay, and the Tiger 2 has spotted the WZ lights pretty much to the west of the field. So slightly retreating.
Yeah, but those AMX-13s have not been spotted, so they're actually
definitely not. And I'm not sure the FBB2 side has realized just how close the IF team is getting to their starting point here.
Yeah, I feel like the IF team is doing a great job of using their mobility to their advantage, because they know that no matter what they do, they're going to be faster than the FBB
they are
team.
Way faster. And right now, I mean, like, those AMX-50s are almost they're all the way down south, so they're converging towards the IF starting point. Yeah, but they're going to be vulnerable out there in the open.
Yeah, I mean, if the AIF team just decides to go towards the FBB team's base,
and they have,
the IF team will.
The T1's already there.
They won't have many options because most of their tanks are down south near the IF base right now. So if the IF team decides to capture the FBB base, then the FBB team will have to at least send a couple tanks back to defend that.
Yeah. Well, so far the MX-50s, they decide not to cross the railroad pretty much. I mean, because that would leave them open to that piece of Lorraine SPG fire. So they decide not to cross. Pretty careful approach. Right now, look at that. That T1 actually just decided not to capture the base, not to give away its position. Just going further, proceeding further east and trying to locate where that Chatillon 155 actually is. The SPG on the FBB2 side being completely to the northeast. And the Tiger 2 heavy tank actually just coming closer back to the enemy starting point. And now the MX-50 the MX-50 is actually moving for a base capture down south on the FBB2 side.
And the IF team is actually moving back now because they have spotted the base capture.
They have spotted the base capture, but they're going to be open to that piece of Lorraine fire though.
I mean, but the thing
look at that, the SPG is already firing left and right. The Lorraine 155 is just like...
I mean, but the only three heavy tanks are at the IF team right now, so if if the IF light tanks can surround these heavy tanks, then I'll
But look at that. I mean, just right now, FBB2 is taking really a lot of punishment here. They're capturing the base, fair enough, but they're just getting shot at.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, they're just right there in the open.
But the thing is, only 15 seconds remain now on this base capture, so the IF team have to respond to this. Unless
they keep firing, so basically, the percentage is like going down. But yes, indeed, once again, down to 30%. So as long as the piece of Lorraine is not taken out, the base capture is probably not going to happen. On that front. And meanwhile, one MX50 down. So yeah, you just you commit those 3 heavy tanks for the base capture. You're banking on a quick capture, but as long as you can get shot at, you're going to be prevented from doing so. And right now, those MX50s are just slowly but surely getting
whittling
all their hit points wiped out.
Yeah, they're getting whittled down right now.
And another one taken down here. So basically, and those are kills by light tanks, done by light tanks. Those WZ 132s that don't even have to come closer. They're just staying far ahead,
waiting
to the field,
for that piece of artillery to whittle down them and just finishing
them off. And look at that, that third MX50 is just going to be dust now.
Yeah, and he gets taken out as well. So the base capture will not be successful. Only 2 tanks now remaining on the FBB team. 1 Tiger 2 and 1, and of course.
And look at that, the Tiger 2 is just completely being harassed by the severe,
just too much mobility.
Exactly. The maneuverability of those WZ 132s just completely outplaying the heavier guns here, and he's going to be taken out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so brilliantly done. Each light tank with 2 kills.
Yeah.
So far, so great job. And right now, the lone, of course, Bad Chatillon on 155 remaining. The piece of SPG that didn't get a single shot.
Yeah.
Out there up to the northeast, not a single shot.
Yeah, he got a couple shots, but of course they missed because of the extremely high mobility
so
coming
how are you
out.
gonna shoot those tanks? Like they're so fast out there.
Yeah, so this is definitely proving that mobility is a huge factor in these open maps. You don't want to be a slow tank, getting fired on by artillery, because if you're slow, then you're an easy target to hit.
Yeah, exactly. So and now it's pretty much
ram coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, nice damage.
A huge ram coming in.
Yeah, so he's kind of drowning himself right now. I don't know why he's doing that, but he's probably gonna finish him off with this next shot, and this first game will go to IAF.